Hi, pretty black girl. So I just wanted to sit and talk about the cons of being beautiful. That is the title of this video, but it is actually inspired by an incident that happened today. I was at the library and this man took it upon himself to start filming me as I was sitting. He was sitting next to me, and then all of a sudden he closed his laptop and made like a weird noise, said something, I don't know what he said, and he stood up and started filming me. And I was like, am I saying this wrong or right? I don't want to accuse someone of filming me, but apparently he did film me. And then he walked by another guy and he started filming the other guy as well, but he just took his phone and started filming me. And then what I decided to do is to basically, as he left, I followed him and also filmed him, so then I have some more proof. And this was at the library. But let's start with the cons of being beautiful. The very first con, I believe, is people staring at you. It is something normal, something common, but I think that when you're beautiful, there's this extra attention that you get, and it is that people stare extremely long. This is not just a little stare, a little glance. People just take their time to kind of analyze you, and then they just go back and forth and stare at you. Like, I was at the library and there was this other man and he just kept staring, and he was not the only one that did the same thing. There were like multiple of them just kind of staring. And another con is that people think that you're flirting with them when you're just being kind. Like, I've experienced several times at work where you're just being kind to a client, because that is my job. My job is to be kind, to give good customer service, and then people just take that as being flirty and then start flirting back. And it's like, what do you think I'm doing? Do you think I'm flirting with you? Because this is not the right place to flirt. So that is another con of being beautiful. And then also another con as well is when you walk outside in your cute outfit, your hair is done, you have your makeup on, and you just look beautiful. That's what we are. We are beautiful women. And people approach you. This happened to me again today. I was walking out, I had my earbuds in. That's why I told you to put your earbuds in. Like, whenever you have music, it's like you're in this other different world. I also made a playlist you can check out. I love that playlist, and it gives you this confidence boost. And if people approach you, you can't really hear them as much. And there was this guy and he was approaching me and he was talking to me. He was like, hey, and I just kept walking. I had my playlist on. I just kept walking and ignored his ass and just went about my day. People just kind of constantly disturb you for no reason. It's like, I'm on the street, we're both walking, you don't approach me at all. Like, don't even try to approach me, please. Like, I'm not trying to be this diva that feels superior than someone else, but seriously, we're both doing our own thing. Everyone is living their own life. Don't approach me. We're not in a school setting. We're not in an important setting where it's different, where you know someone a bit more before you approach them. You're literally just walking on the streets, and then you think that this random stranger is just gonna answer you, especially a young woman that doesn't know this man is just gonna answer you just like that. And then another con is that people think you're trying to steal their man. And it's like, sis, I do not want your man. I seriously do not want him. You can have him. And I noticed this when you walk by couples, and then the woman is just kind of holding on to her man even more as you walk by, or she just gives you this very snarky look, and I'm just like, girl, bye. Like, seriously, I am not even trying to take your man. I didn't even look at him. I was actually looking at your fine ass, but whatever. But it's just like, women think that they're making this unnecessary competition, and I think that is just so catty. And I'm a huge supporter of fellow women, I mean, if you're a kind woman, I don't support every woman. But they just think that you're in this competition with them. And then I think another con is that you just can't really feel free when you are just doing your daily things, I guess, because you're constantly being studied, which is kind of also just being stared. But I feel like we just constantly are being studied just by doing the simple things. Like, for example, when I just go out and take a walk, you're just constantly studied, and people always have to say something. It's like you can't go, yeah, that's a con. You can't go about your day without someone giving you unwanted attention, whether it's getting catcalled or whether it's people, trying to talk to you or approach you. You just can't really be free, feel that carefreeness. That's why I really like going to this park, because it's in a very luxury neighborhood and there's not really people approaching you all. I On my Patreon I have a little story time of what happened when I was at the park. You can go listen to that if you are interested. But I think that, people make it seem like being beautiful is there's no there's no cons with being beautiful, and there's only pros, and you have this perfect fairy tale life. And it's like, no, we do go through a lot of things. And also, not to mention that the anxiety that you go through when you go outside, because you know that people are gonna give you attention that you don't want. And people also, it's annoying that people constantly have to give you attention. And I was talking with my roommate, and she was like, I was talking about, getting unwanted attention, and she was like, there was this guy and he was telling her, but you guys want the attention, right? Like, you guys kind of want the attention, you secretly like the attention. No, I actually don't like the attention. I actually don't appreciate it that I get approached by a guy and he keeps calling me. And no, I don't like that, because first of all, I don't know you. If I know you, if I know a guy and he tries to approach me, then it's a different story. I don't know you. And when you don't know someone, then it's a totally different story, because this person could be a murderer. I'm bringing up the extremes right here because, I mean, if I don't do so, then things like getting filmed at a library, a freaking library where people go there to study, to do important things. I'm getting filmed at a library. So if I get approached on a street, I don't know if this person has, is a criminal. I don't know anything about this person. So I'd rather just not get the attention and rather you not approach me at all, actually. So those are just the cons of being beautiful. There's probably even more that I've not even mentioned, but people being beautiful, there's the good and there's the bad. And be careful, girls, and yeah, stay beautiful.